Yes, boys, how are we doing? Welcome to the first YouTube video. I've been putting this off for some good time now. Really just kind of waiting for the perfect situation where I know exactly what I want to do and what I want to film, and okay, do I do this, do I do that? And if I'm striving for that perfection, and if I'm trying to kind of choose the perfect video, I'm just never going to get around to it. So I thought, why not start with something that's really, really easy, something that kind of gives you a little bit of an insight into kind of what I'm doing at the moment personally with my training, and then we can go from there and I can start posting kind of whatever, vlogs, training footage, whatever, we don't know yet. We're just gonna roll with it, and we're gonna try and post as many YouTube videos as possible. So today's video is gonna be a walkthrough of the session that I've just completed. I've just completed a pull session with Mr. Gregory, my training partner and best friend. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So today I'm going to run you through my pull session. So I'm going to have the video running over the top of this video, and I'm just going to kind of talk you through kind of where I'm at the moment, what I'm trying to focus on, why I'm doing specific movements at maybe specific points, and the technique as well. So giving you a few cool tips to kind of go off and implement within your own sessions. For me personally at the moment, every session starts with arms. Like, who doesn't want bigger arms, right? And I definitely need bigger arms. They've always been a lagging factor. I've got the wingspan of a pterodactyl. So my limbs are pretty long and it makes them look pretty small. Now, it's not an excuse. I do think I can still build them up. I can still make them one of the best muscle groups, but it just means they just need that extra work because they are quite stubborn. So for arms, it's biceps, triceps, biceps, triceps, biceps, triceps, rotated across the week. So it's 6 sets each session for biceps, 6 for triceps. And I think the total of that across the week is something like 18 sets. So really high volume. They can recover pretty quick within like 48 hours. So I've found this has worked really, really well for myself, and it's the most my arms have ever grown within such a short period of time. I've only really been in this kind of training block for, I think it's about 12 weeks now, and I've definitely seen some growth, or fingers crossed when I come to cut down, I can see this growth and maintain this growth. So yeah, every session starts with biceps, triceps. In today's session, pull session, it's biceps. So we do 3 sets on the dumbbell incline curl, which you can see me performing here. And then we'll go on to do 3 sets on a cable hammer curl. Now, with this particular movement, what we're really focusing on is the long head of the bicep. We want to go through shoulder extension, which essentially means that the upper arm is going behind the torso. And what this is going to do is going to pre-lengthen the long head of the bicep. So you may hear this quite a lot on Instagram, like, okay, this is how you target the short head, this is how you target the long head. This is how it actually works. You essentially go through shoulder extension that pre-stretches or pre-lengthens the long head of the bicep, and then essentially biases that within that particular movement. So that's why we're doing that. Very good movement. I think it's one of my favorite bicep exercises on the plan. And then we go on to do some hammer curls on the cable. Now, with this particular set, I did struggle with this, and I have struggled with this throughout the last couple of months running it up. I think I really started too heavy with this movement, and I've just been hitting the same reps every single week. I think 8 reps or something like that for the last kind of couple of weeks, and I've kind of gone up by a rep, then I come back down, gone up, then gone back down, and I just can't seem to progress it. So that's definitely something I'm probably going to scale back, and that's something that you can always do. You can always kind of go 1 step back to take 2 steps forwards with your movements. Also, I have just come back off the back of an illness. I've been ill for the last kind of 48 hours, and this was the 2nd session back, still feeling a little bit. So this particular workout, I didn't really achieve many PBs. It was just kind of getting back into things and not absolutely killing myself. Then we've got dumbbell rows. This is kind of like your bread and butter. I think we can always go for the kind of the fanciest exercises nowadays, and there's things that I do definitely still include within my plan, but there are also movements that I just fucking love to lift heavy with, and dumbbell rows is definitely that. I get an amazing connection on my lat with the movement. I just think you get a little bit of everything. You get a little, obviously lat. You're going to get a little bit of erectors because you're in that kind of bent over position. And then you're going to get a little bit of everything else as well, rear delts, probably a little bit of rhomboids, a little bit of everything. So it's not something that's like, okay, we're going to fully isolate somewhere, but I really, really enjoy it. I think that's a massive key to creating a plan. Then we've got the more technical stuff, utilizing a prime extreme row here. Not many people will have this within their gym if you go to like a commercial gym or whatnot, but our gym, Federation in Manchester, is very, very good. It's got some really nice kit in there. So this is the extreme row. What we're really trying to focus on here is our upper back. So we want to go through protraction and retraction at the scapula, which essentially means your shoulder blades, they want to go around your rib cage, and then you want to pinch them together. You can see there within the video, I was trying to get a grip with the floor. You got to take the sliders off for that. All I wear is sliders nowadays, but they've got to come off just because we want to try and make the movement as efficient as possible. And I always say to my clients about the little kind of 1%, if you can create more stability, if you can create a better grip with maybe using straps, which I'm a massive advocate of, really take them opportunities, because it's all about them little wins when we do come to do kind of any exercise. So yeah, what we're trying to do with this is we're trying to keep a neutral spine. I'm trying to just move it, the scapula here. I'm trying to keep my chin kind of up, not kind of tucked. I've fallen into the trap of this before where I kind of tuck my chin, and you end up not being able to fully retract the scapula. So I'm just trying to kind of lift my chin up, not kind of extend it upwards like this, but just keep a neutral spine, chin nice and steady, kind of looking directly in front of you. And then yeah, protraction, retraction, then taking it all the way there. Now, this is something that I really wanted to go through with you guys, showing you really how to train the lats effectively. Now, you can train lats with cables, you can train them with dumbbells, you can train them with a barbell, you can train them with a machine. If you have access to a machine, which I think most people will, the first thing is training unilaterally, just so you can align with your lat. Essentially, what we want to do is we want to make sure that that upper arm is staying as close to our rib cage as possible. And the second tip here is ensuring that you're aligning with that path. So you'll see with a lot of machines, and especially this machine that you see in the video, is that the machine actually diverges, which means the handle moves away, which is going against what we're trying to accomplish with the set. As I just mentioned before, what we're trying to do is we're trying to tuck that elbow in and keep that upper arm against that rib cage to bias that lat. If we end up bringing that elbow outwards and diverging, then essentially what's going to happen is we're just going to get a load of rear delt, which obviously isn't the goal with this exercise. So what I'm really trying to do here is move forward, or move to the side, should I say, with the machine, and try and get it so the handle aligns with me. So you'll see that in the first video that we just went over just then. And then what I'm thinking about here is nice and slow, thinking about dragging my elbow down. The machine will do a lot of the work for you here, but you still want to be thinking about them kind of internal cues to think about, right, drag the elbow down, nice hard pause in the stretch, a nice hard pause in the shortened as well. If you are a newer trainer, I would take even more time with this. You'll see there's a massive debate upon kind of tempos, and people do movements really, really slow. I think if you're someone who doesn't really understand a movement yet, or how to really train or connect with something, the first port of call is always just slow the movement down. It really, really is as simple as that. Because when you slow things down, it allows you to understand, right, okay, where am I moving within space? And then that allows you to really focus on what you are doing and feeling something, which is really, really important. You want to have that mind to muscle connection, because that's the cue that tells you that, okay, you're actually using that muscle that you're intending to target. Then we've got rear delts to finish up with. You'll see at the start there, I was just kind of coaching Greg's through what to do with this certain movement. So what we're doing here is we're using our trailing arm against the cable stack just as an anchor point. So stability, always thinking about, okay, where is our connection with the machine? Can we create stability? Stability equals output, output equals more strength. So we really want to try and create stability as much as possible. And then what I'm allowing myself to do is protract and allow that upper arm to come round, touching my chest. And this is gonna lengthen my rear delt a hell of a lot more than if I was in a position where I wasn't actually kind of turned out. You'll see in this video here that I'm actually kind of turned out a little bit, and this allows me to get even more of a stretch. So I'll actually kind of turn a little bit away from the cable to get more stretch on this exercise. So yeah, really, really good session today, even though I have been ill. I did feel quite weak on a lot of the exercises, but like I still maintain numbers, which I was happy with because obviously I'm ill at the moment, so I wasn't necessarily going to progress that much. So this is the physique at the moment. As you can see, carrying a little bit of body fat. We're in a cut at the moment. We've just started our diet, so there are going to be a couple of YouTube videos that we're going to go over. But this is how the back's looking. Pretty happy. To be fair, back's always been my stronger point. Really need to bring up chest, and we'll go over a chest workout in the not so distant future. But yeah, that's everything today. Don't forget to like the video, comment any suggestions for any videos that you want to see from myself, if any. I don't expect this to be viral or anything. I don't expect to get many views on this video or any suggestions as of yet, but hopefully when consistency comes, we can have a good community on this channel and just give you a really good insight into how life goes down from myself. So if I didn't just mention it, make sure you press not follow, it's subscribe. I always think follow because of Instagram. Make sure you press subscribe, comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys on the next one.